We have now reached the 5th episode of our EV road trip. If you haven't seen the previous episodes, you can start with the first one by clicking on the link up there in the corner, and there are also links to all episodes down in the description. Today we will drive from Memmingen here in southern Germany to the city of Fulda, located a little north of Frankfurt, a trip of around 400 kilometers. And as I said in the previous episode, we didn't spend any time charging the car here in Memmingen because we arrived with 56% on the battery. But since we don't have any breakfast included at the hotel, it will be perfect for us to have an early charging stop so we can have a cup of coffee and maybe some pastry. So now I'm going to get in the car and choose our hotel as the next destination in the navigation system, and then we'll see what it tells us about charging stops along the route, so we can get on the road and start our journey. We are on our way, and quite as I expected, the car has selected a number of charging stops for us. We only need 2 stops, and the first one is about 76 kilometers outside Memmingen, so we'll need to drive for about 45 minutes, which is perfect. That means we don't have to wait too long to get our breakfast. The weather is terrible. Genuine German Autobahn rain, really pouring down, so we are taking it nice and slow, but we'll get there in our own good time. We have reached our very first stop here at Ionity. We won't be staying here for terribly long. The car says we only need to charge a few minutes, but we'll probably be here a little bit longer, especially since we're going to have some breakfast. It doesn't matter too much, because then we can just charge a little less next time. So now, I just want to get the charging process started, and then we can have some coffee and something to eat before we continue. Then we'll see how much power we actually manage to get from the charger before heading out again. The charging has started, and we're charging again with 117 kilowatts of power. Even though we currently have a 28% state of charge in the battery, there's still a lot of power being delivered during this charging session. We've been charging for about 34 minutes and have reached approximately 81% state of charge, which is more than enough. There's another car waiting to use this charger, so I'm going to disconnect our vehicle now so they can plug in and start their charging session. Then we'll continue our journey. We've reached our second and final charging stop of the day, this time on a Tesla supercharger. We were supposed to arrive with less than 20% charge, but we arrived with 32% instead. The car is often conservative when it calculates how much energy you use, but I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. Now I'm going to get the charging started, and I think we'll probably have some lunch while that happens, because it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. After that, we'll see how much power we have managed to get before we drive on to our hotel in Fulda. As you can see, this charging location is quite busy. But once again, we were fortunate enough to be able to charge right away, and there are even a few more spots available at the station. In fact, not once on this trip have we ever had to wait to start charging. Lucky for us, and once again, everything went according to plan. Well, it wasn't the world's most exciting lunch special they had in there, so we decided to just take a short break and buy ourselves an ice cream, and then we continue our drive on towards the hotel. We only have approximately 100 kilometers left, so we could have almost managed to get there with the state of charge we arrived with. We've been charging for just under 19 minutes, and we're already at 68%, so we should have plenty of power for the last stretch. Now, I think we'll just stop the charging and then drive on. Then we can find some lunch when we get to Fulda. We have arrived in Fulda. We had about 30% battery left, so we could have made it without the extra charging stop if we had driven a bit slower, but it was perfectly fine with just a short stop for ice cream. We drove straight to the hotel's underground parking, because there was a charging station there at the very bottom, which I could start up using my Shell Recharge RFID charging tag. And it should also work with plug surfing. And right there, that's a good example of why it's an advantage to have those RFID charging cards and charging tags, because you were also supposed to be able to start the charger by scanning a QR code on your mobile phone. There was just one problem. It was 4 floors underground, down in the parking garage, and there was no mobile connection, so scanning that QR code didn't help much because the phone couldn't connect to the internet. So if I hadn't had my Shell Recharge tag, well, I wouldn't have been able to start charging. Now we are going to find a nice place to have some lunch and then explore the city of Fulda in this lovely weather. It's an absolutely fantastic day. It's finally evening here in Fulda, and we've had a really great day. We managed to see a bit of the city, have a nice lunch and some coffee down on the town square, and a lovely dinner here in the hotel restaurant. All in all, another small, cozy German city, and I must say that these small cities in Germany have genuinely surprised me very positively. I used to be the type of person who just saw Germany as a transit country, something that you had to endure to get to the countries further south, where you just had to drive down the Autobahn as fast as possible and get as far south as you could in a day. But ever since we started doing these road trips with more stops along the way, a whole lot of new experiences have opened up, so that's really something I can recommend. Tomorrow, we're going to visit a slightly bigger city, namely Hamburg. And that will also be the last city we visit on this trip, because the day after, we're driving the final stretch home to Hørsholm. How those 2 trips go, and what my final conclusion on the entire journey will be, well, you can see that in the 6th and final episode, by clicking right up there. See you soon.